Hi there, and welcome back to the Lisa Nichols Show. Well, here I share the tools that you desire to achieve the life that you know you want to live, have the experiences that you know you deserve to have. Now, you know I always start out reading your comments. Why? Because I love your comments. I appreciate your share. It's our way of being in engagement in relationship. Nikila, you commented on the episode, How to Modify Your Relationship with Fear, one of my favorite episodes. Your comment was, quote, hashtag BOL. You know, I love it when y'all just start out with a BOL. For those of you who are new, that's Breakthrough Out Loud. You said, fear is my friend? Oh my God, I've lived running from fear. You and so many others, girl. You went on to say, I've lived running from fear. Fear of love, fear of success, fear of letting those around me down. Lisa, when I watch your videos, a small piece of my life's puzzle is being placed back together. I love it, amen. Today, I will not run from fear. Instead, I will choose to listen to what fear is saying and move forward. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love your comment, Nikila, because it looks at fear from a totally different lens. We've always said fear, I'm afraid, and we're even afraid of the word fear, when in fact fear is an emotion like anything else. You've heard this before, but I just gotta say it again because you just made such a juicy comment. Fear is just an emotion, like passion, like excitement, like compassion, like love. Fear is an emotion that's giving us information. Fear is telling us to study more, wake up earlier, get some help, analyze this, slow down. Fear is fueling something, and all we have to do is listen to what fear is telling us that we need to do. Let it guide us intuitively. And then fear becomes our friend. It becomes our informant. So you go, girl. I love it. And Paula, you commented on the episode, How to Become the Best You. And you commented, quote, OMG with 3 exclamation points. And then you followed that with BOL with another exclamation point. I love it. Oh my God, you make me feel so good when you start off with OMG and BOL. That means you got something. You went on to say, quote, you're only as weak as the label you choose to live under, and you're only as strong as the possibility you choose to live within, end quotes. And then you went on to say, oh wow, did I need to hear this? 3 exclamation points. Girl, you make me feel so good knowing that almost felt like a shot of B12 in your arm, right? That's the kind of thing you remind yourself. And when it hits you like that, that's when you put it on a little piece of paper, those sticky notes, and you stick it on your mirror in the morning. So as you wash your face, brush your teeth, or put on your makeup, or comb your hair, whatever you do in the morning in the mirror, you also remind yourself of the person you've always known yourself to be. Now, I love your comments. Keep your comments coming. It's like the breath back into me, so I know I'm not talking to myself, because though I've talked to myself a lot, I love the dialogue with you. So keep your comments coming. When a woman or a man is looking for a relationship, I think it's important to keep in mind that you're not looking for someone to complete you. I hear that all the time. Oh, he completes me. Oh, she completes me. And the reality is, it's your job to complete yourself. Going back to I am my own rescue. Now, when you've done the job, that doesn't mean everything's done. We're always a work in progress. I mean, to tell you, I am not the woman I was 15 years ago. And I'm not the woman that I'll be in 5 years from now. I'm a better version of who I was, and the next best version of me is emerging. Like, if you look at it that way. But if you understand that it's your job to complete you, I'm 100% complete in this moment. You are 100% complete in this moment. Nothing else needs to be done. You can always fine tune, up level. You can always shape. You can always engage at a higher level in every area. But you have to come into it knowing you are 100% complete today. Now, a relationship is not designed to complete you. A relationship is designed to complement your completeness. And if you look at it like that here I am, I need to get 100% settled in me, 100% okay with me, 100% loving me. Doesn't mean that there's not a lot that I can grow in, but I cannot look for a relationship and look at the relationship that I'm currently in, or the one I'm pursuing as something that's going to help me be complete. Because that's a lot of pressure on that individual. They have to do too much work. And remember, you have two imperfect people colliding together to create the perfect relationship when the perfect relationship doesn't exist. You will have the perfect experience that can exist between two imperfect individuals. So when you look at it that way, and you go, hold on. All I want to do is understand how to perfectly, I always tell people, look, I'm not perfect. I've simply learned how to perfectly manage my imperfection. I know me. I know the things that trigger me. I know the areas that I want to grow. I know, and then to become okay with telling your truth out loud, not in a therapy form, not in a dumping form, but in a sense of I own me. I own my bright light and I own my shadow. So to answer your question, when you say, how do I manage not feeling worthy of a relationship? I would say, how can I fall more madly in love with me? So much so that I'm ready to share the love that I bring, the brilliance that I bring, and the light that I bring with someone else. Don't look at the relationship with him yet. Don't look at the relationship with her yet. There's a relationship with you that's still healing, that's still growing. You'll see in another episode, I did the mirror exercise. I'm going to begin to give you more exercises, by the way, in my episodes. You need to have more exercises that you're doing. I want this to be the place that you come to grow, not only your awareness, but your muscles of developing self. Because when you've developed self, and you've developed self consistently enough, you'll be excited to share the woman that you've become. Now, let me be clear. There's no arrival. There's not going to be a place, a time, a moment where you're like, okay, now I've arrived. I'm ready to share my life. No. Because the moment you think you've arrived, you'll discover another imperfection. Someone will trigger you. And remembering that the person you are single is not the same person you are in a relationship. Because when you're single, you only are dealing with you. So everything is perfect. You agree with all your thoughts. You agree with your opinions. You show up exactly when you want to show up. It's when you get in a relationship that someone mirrors for you the things about yourself that you love, and they mirror for you the areas in your life that you're still impatient in, the areas where your insecurity rises up, the areas where you become a control freak, Lisa Nichols. The areas where you still get to release and have more grace and compassion with you. And so relationships are designed to be a dance with who you're becoming, to help you evolve to the next level, to help you learn how to set healthy boundaries, to help you say yes with knees knocking and teeth chattering and the fear of getting hurt, but the possibility of not being hurt and finding love. And relationships are designed to also help you own your voice, to say no when you need to say no, to say, hold on, can we retry that communication between us? Because I was speaking from a place of defensiveness, and I need to speak from a place of harmony. So that you can see that in a conversation that can get critical, in a debate, in an argument even, that you don't want to win the argument. Because you thought the younger you, the you of yesteryear, wanted to win the argument. Or maybe the you today still want to win the argument. Well, as you evolve, you'll realize, hold on, I don't want to win the argument. I want to reduce the argument into the nothingness that it should be. And I want to be in harmony on the other side. Because is a win really a win if the relationship has a little bit more of a crack in it or a chasm in it? A little bit more of a loose feel because it's not tight. And so, are you worthy of a relationship? Absolutely. Are you growing to be a better person in a relationship? Always. Use the relationship as a sharpening tool. Don't expect perfection to arrive to the relationship, because that's definitely not them and it definitely is not you. Allow the perfect experience to just begin to gel in the relationship. But that requires open dialogue and communication. That requires ownership. That requires surrendering to how you feel, even at the fear of your feelings being exposed. That requires you being willing to shut up. Being willing to not have to get the last word. being willing to hold the space to what does this partner need? What does my partner need underneath their words? Because there's always an unmet expectation, desire, or need under the words of frustration, under the words of fear, under the words of anger is something that they actually need, desire, or want. Go find that. And all of a sudden, when you realize that a relationship is two people choosing each other, mindfully choosing each other, and that the best gift you can give yourself is to every day wake up and say, I choose this person today. And now let me live like, speak like, engage like, and show up like I chose them again. So you're definitely worthy of a relationship. But first, I want to invite you, before you ever look at falling madly in love with another person, fall madly in love with you. Because then you bring that love into a relationship. And your love for you is the first demonstration and the first example of how they are supposed to love you. Don't ever expect someone else to love you better than you're loving yourself. The way you love you is the first example of the way they get to love you. Turn up your self-love thermostat and love you bigger, greater, bolder. And then watch how everything else shows up, mirroring how you show up. Remember, this show is not just a monologue. You hear me saying it all the time. What is it? Yes, it's a dialogue, meaning it's a conversation between you and I. I'd love to hear from you on this one. Relationships are always so exciting to navigate, all types of relationships, right? And being available for love and being willing to be loved, being available for love by your family, your friends, and romantic. It's a journey, and it's something that's always evolving. And the woman, the man you were 15 years ago is not the person you are today, so we can always learn it again and again and again. I want to hear what came up for you in this episode. What was a reminder? What was a jolt? What was a aha? What was a BOL? I didn't even realize that. What was uncovered? What was that thing like, And you know, now you can step into your next relationship amazing, or step into your current relationship amazing, or re-step back into a relationship that seems like it's flailing. And now you can step into it with a new vigor, a new vitality, a new awareness, and reignite something that you know you want back. Leave me a comment below. Please let me know what came up for you. Be sure, if you haven't already done so, most of you have, but if you haven't already done so, be sure to subscribe. I want you in my community. I want you in this tribe. After all, this is your home. We are your tribe. And I'm your sister. I'm going to always be your sister. I'm going to always remind you that I'm your sister. It's not for lack of closing. It's not for lack of ending. But sometimes I may be the only person that day that you hear say, I believe in you and I love you. So when I tell you I believe in you and I love you, it's because I do. And I can't wait to see you real soon.